So today I tried to politely ask my cat, Mr. Whiskers, why he keeps knocking over my entire mug collection, and he looked me dead in the eyes and walked away. I'm beginning to suspect he's staging a coup. I mean, what are chairs for if not for pushing them off tables, right? Also, I think I accidentally taught him sass. He now gives me side-eye whenever I open a can of tuna. I don't know who's training who anymore. So apparently my neighbor's Wi-Fi is named NSA Surveillance Van 3, and I thought it'd be funny to rename mine FBI Surveillance Van 4. Now there's a CIA Van 5 and a KGB Truck 6. Either I started an international incident or I live in the weirdest neighborhood ever. Anyway, if I disappear, tell my mom I was the funniest one. So I just found out my fridge makes noises only when I'm not looking at it, like full-on gremlin noises. So now we're in a cold war. Me and the fridge. It's become a battle of wills. Yesterday I whispered, "I know your secret," and it hissed at me. If I get eaten by my own fridge, tell Netflix to make it a documentary. Today I realize my goldfish has a better skincare routine than me. Like, I change his water every 2 days. He gets filtered hydration, vitamin pellets, and mood lighting. Meanwhile, I'm over here drinking 3-day-old coffee and wondering why my skin looks like a breadstick. He lives in luxury. He doesn't pay rent. He doesn't even have a job. Last night, he just stared at me while I ate instant noodles, and I swear the look said, "Wow, couldn't be me." I think I'm getting passive-aggressively judged by a fish. And honestly, he's right. If I disappear, just know the fish won the psychological war. My neighborhood has fully committed to World War III roleplay. Someone put a checkpoint made of recycling bins at the street corner, and the old lady across from me declared herself commander of Sector 7. I just wanted to take the trash out. Now I'm apparently trespassing in occupied territory. Someone yelled, "Identify yourself, civilian," and hit me with a water balloon, then offered me a peace treaty written on a napkin. If I get detained by the neighborhood army, tell my mom I went down with honor. So my mom wakes me up at 7 a.m. screaming, "Pack your bags. The news said it's starting." And I'm like, damn, finally my villain arc. But turns out she meant World War III, not me getting my life together. So now I'm standing in the kitchen, half asleep, holding a jar of Nutella and a passport, while my cat is eating my anxiety pills off the counter, and my dad's Googling safe countries without draft, like we're booking a vacation, and CNN's like, breaking, internet may be limited during global conflict. Bro, if Tumblr goes down, I'm going with it. America feels like a group project where half the country wants to nuke the presentation, and the other half brought a guitar for no reason. Yesterday, my town did a mock emergency drill. Someone showed up in a tactical vest made of red Solo cups, and the mayor tried to deliver a speech but got interrupted by a bald eagle landing on the flagpole like it was scripted. They ended the drill early because the fire truck ran out of gas, and now everyone's a Dairy Queen acting like we survived something historic. They tested the emergency alert system this morning, and I swear, half the office thought it was the World War III siren. We all just froze mid-meeting like a flock of startled pigeons holding iced lattes. Nobody moved until someone said, "Well, if it's real, we're not finishing this PowerPoint anyway." It's weird how normal everything feels, even when the world could be ending. I still stopped for coffee on the way home. The barista said, "Want your usual?" Like that wouldn't be my last oat milk latte. If civilization goes down, I hope the Wi-Fi lasts long enough for me to say goodbye to my group chat. We've been through too much to lose connection now. Bro, it's 7:03 a.m. and World War III just started because someone tweeted ratio at the wrong president. I woke up to my Alexa saying, "Draft alert activated," in a southern accent. My coffee machine saluted me. My fridge refused to open until I said the pledge. Some dude from Kansas is live on TikTok screaming, "We hold the line," while dual-wielding leaf blowers. Every gas station is now a military outpost. Starbucks renamed all their drinks to MRES, and the military just dropped a mixtape called Bombing in B minor. Like, bro, this can't be real. Okay, so last night I tried to drink water at 3 a.m., missed my mouth completely, and somehow summoned existential awareness. Like, 1 second I'm half asleep. The next, I'm realizing I'm a carbon-based meat avatar on a spinning rock that's literally paying rent to the sun in photosynthesis credits. Meanwhile, the moon's over there like, "Girl, stop crying over gravity. I've been stuck in orbit since the dinosaurs." And somewhere out there, Mario is still collecting coins thinking one day it'll be enough. Spoiler, it never is. Anyway, I dried the water off my shirt, looked at my reflection and whispered, maybe the real multiverse was the friends we made along the timeline. America at 2 a.m. is a fever dream. You're driving down a highway that smells like rain and gasoline. The McDonald's sign flickers like it's sending Morse code, and there's a guy outside a 24-hour gas station doing push-ups in the parking lot to Sweet Home, Alabama. I stop for an Arizona iced tea and the cashier just goes, you ever think clouds are just the Earth's Wi-Fi? Sir, it's 2:14 a.m. Why are you dropping philosophy DLCS at the pump? Anyway, I got back in the car, stared at the endless red lights ahead, and realized America isn't a place. It's a weird, beautiful glitch that never logs off. Every gas station in the middle of America feels like it's sitting right on the border between this world and whatever comes next. You pull off the highway at 2 a.m. and the air hums like it knows something you don't. The neon lights buzz in Morse code. The clerk looks at you like he's been waiting for you since last century. Outside, a vending machine flickers, only selling orange soda and mystery. You press B7 and it drops a bottle labeled "Enjoy Before Contact." The sky's so wide it feels hollow. Somewhere, a truck engine idles just a beat too late, like the world's lagging. And as you drive away, the radio catches a frequency that shouldn't exist. A woman whispering coordinates that never stop changing. America isn't a country at night, it's a transmission. Americans will say, I'm fine with a bleeding arm, a broken phone, and a McDonald's Sprite that could strip paint. Like, ma'am, you are not fine. You are carbonated. Yesterday, I went to Walmart for toothpaste and somehow left with a kayak, a 3-pound bag of cheese, and an existential crisis. The cashier just nodded like, yeah, Tuesday. And don't even get me started on portion sizes. Every restaurant meal looks like a final boss battle. You order pancakes and they give you 12 plus a side of regret. The waiter's like, you want a box? Sir, I need a U-Haul. Okay, so my phone woke me up at 4:44 a.m. and instead of my alarm, it played this voice. Not like Siri, not human. It said, you are late for your own memory. Then everything in my room started vibrating, like hum-level, low-frequency weirdness. And when I opened my eyes, my posters were breathing, like inhaling, exhaling. The one of Keanu Reeves even sighed. I ran outside and the sky was buffering, stars flickering like bad Wi-Fi. A neighbor yelled, "It's happening again!" and vanished mid-sentence. Just Control Z out of existence. And now it's 4:44 again, every time I blink. Americans will be like, I walked 3 miles today, and it's just the distance between their bed and the fridge. Meanwhile in Europe, someone's grandma walks uphill both ways to buy bread that expires in 6 hours. Every American meal could legally qualify as a war crime in France. Like, bro, why is your salad deep fried and called freedom greens? They don't measure distance in meters, they measure it in minutes to target. And every suburb looks like it was built from the same 5 Minecraft blocks. You ask for a small coffee and they hand you a bucket with a handle. Somehow the cup says medium. Why do Americans call it gas if it's literally a liquid? Like, be serious for once. Why do you call it football when 95% of the game is just running in circles and politely falling over? Because it requires skill, strategy, and elegance. 3 things your football has never met in its life. Yeah, well, ours has explosions, cheerleaders, and a halftime show where a guy dressed like a refrigerator jumps over 12 people to grab a Dorito ad deal. That's not culture, that's a midlife crisis. Comes with chili dogs and a bald eagle. Okay, so imagine. George Washington walks into 2025 like, what do you mean there's a Starbucks on every corner and people pay rent with vibes? Cut to him trying to cross the Delaware again, but this time it's a Florida swamp and his soldiers are all just dudes named Kyle with Monster Energy cans. One of them yells, "For freedom, bro!" and cannonballs into the water holding a vape. Meanwhile, Benjamin Franklin shows up in aviators like, I invented electricity so you could make LED TikTok lights, and honestly, you're welcome. Then a bald eagle steals his phone and posts a thirst trap captioned, Land of the Free. Apparently, 2025's hottest trend is adult summer camp. Yep, people are paying to roast marshmallows, do yoga at dawn, and pretend they're not checking emails under the stars. Someone showed up saying, "I'm here to outrun my inbox." Another started a campfire debate on whether lake plunges count as therapy. By the end, everyone leaves with dirtier boots. New besties named things like Mud Boot Maria and a weird craving for granola bars at 2 a.m. And honestly, it's the closest thing we've had to world peace since 2012. Someone at my gym just said their AI workout app told them to run from your problems. It then started playing Taylor Swift. My smartwatch keeps congratulating me for standing up for 1 minute. Like, thanks Fitbit. I'm emotionally unstable, but at least I'm vertical. Technology's gone from helping us survive to just roasting us politely. Give it 5 years and Siri's gonna start charging therapy copays.